Silliness. Oh, I did had it muted. Sorry about that. It's all right. Goofing off anyways. Still sick. Still got the Rona. Getting better. Better than I was. Not as good as I'm going to be. Let's see. It was a great weekend up until yesterday. Yesterday, I had, I think, my slowest sales day in over a month, which was following my best sales day in over a month. So, I don't know. Yesterday was garbage. And it's been crickets today. So, hopefully, turns around today. I know this is that time of year where it's kind of that sort of spotty things. People have kind of bought the stuff online. They're going to buy online for presents, and a lot of money moves to retail, but then people start coming back and start buying stuff for themselves and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, let's take a look at the postcards that sold. There's quite a few. So here we go. Hobart Sports Arena, Troy, Ohio, Chrome postcard, 536. Nothing spectacular. This one's cool. I am surprised this took so long to sell. On the screen of the Wonderful West Daily, this is the Panama Pacific Conference 2015, or 1915 rather, film festival, or like film showings. It's got all these movies that were showing every day at the festival. Super cool. $8.05, and it took like 2 years plus. Probably because I had it mistitled, but yeah. Airplane view of the Art Museum in Wade Park, Cleveland, listed recently from the Big Buy, $3.95. Barrel Wallace at the Earl Carroll Theater and Restaurant. This is like a advertisement for, I don't know, a showgirl or actress. Celebrities from stage and screen. So she's an actress. There you go. $2.80. View on Ocean Avenue, Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. Listed a bunch of New Hampshire cards recently. This one sold for $3.95. Excuse me while I cough drop here. Post Office Building, San Francisco. Same customer came in, bought a couple more. This one for $1.95. Storm King and Lake Crescent, Washington, sold for $11.66. Same customer bought Elk Head at Cat Creek in Clallam County, Washington as well, $13.45. Deer on Blewett Pass, Washington, $4.46. See the deer? Apparently it's on Blewett Pass. Generic Scenic Greetings from Park River, North Dakota, $3.95. Thanksgiving Joys, Farm Scene in Autumn, $2.80. Nothing spectacular there. Main Street looking north in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, sold for $4.95. Same customer again, Post Office Building, San Francisco, $3.95. And also the Grant Building and Post Office, San Francisco, for $3.95. All three of those came from the Big Buy, actually. Petrified Forest National Monument, Arizona, Frasher's Photo, $3.55. Just listed yesterday, I believe, Yacht Harbor, Catalina Island, linen postcard, $2.95. The Bowery looking north, New York City, $3.95. Huntington Lake in Fresno County, California, $2.95. Path to the Sea Lion Caves in Florence, Oregon, $3.55. Passaic River above Little Falls, New Jersey, $3.95. Passaic Falls, Passaic River have been selling great for me. I don't know if I have any left. Windy Point, Winter Scene in Chama, New Mexico, $6.95. Many artists have done this pretty much exact cartoon on a chrome postcard. Sailor on the desert island with the mermaid. This one happens to be a Bob Hall, $3.55. Animus Canyon above Rockwood in Durango, Colorado, $6.95. Kind of a cool black and white. Falls at Naog Park in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Rotograph Undivided Back, $5.36. Twin Sequoias in Merced Grove, Detroit Publishing, $3.95. El Capitan in Yosemite for $3.55. And Hotel Wawona, also in Yosemite, for $3.95. And an aerial view of University of Chicago, $3.95. And then sold a whole bunch on Hip. The El Rancho Motel in Harvard, Illinois, sold for $3.95. The Maywood Motel in Chicago, Illinois, sold also for $2.95. The Roundup Lodge, motel, cottages, restaurant, roadside attraction, etc. This is in down at Deming, New Mexico. Sold for $19.95. Dealer sample card. We are after the sites in Vernfield, Pennsylvania. The Nice Postcard Company in Vernfield. Sold for $11.66. That came from the Herbert Love collection, I believe. Interior of the Ferry Building, San Francisco. Big buy. $3.95. Same customer also bought Fillmore Street near Sutter Street after the fire. San Francisco, $5.95 on that. The YMCA building in San Francisco for $2.95. Come to Winslow, Arkansas. Brown's Breezy Hollow. This is a folding postcard. Sold for $12.55. Arco Inn in Arlington, Vermont. White border. Sold for $19.95. And Ice Mountain over Prospect Point, Niagara Falls. Sold for $3.95. So there you have it. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not going to shut down my store. I will not be doing that. Hey, I just sold 2 weenie whistles. That's a thing. All right, let's see if I'm combining. way. I think I'm going to do all the hip orders next. So yeah, I was doing Friday was after the show. I just crashed and took a super long nap. And then and I was out of freaking NyQuil, and I couldn't get my driver's license to take for the age verification on Amazon. But luckily, Amy from the chat was coming up through from Gig Harbor, and she brought me by request Mucinex and NyQuil, which was a fucking lifesaver. And Dawn, Amy says hi. is this name? It should be already here. It's not. I feel I'm at about 50%, which is like Friday I was at like 92%. Saturday I was probably at 85. Yesterday like 80. Today significantly better. You can hear in my voice and probably that I'm stuffy, but like I'm not exhausted, I'm not achy. I did it was nice. I just basically sat and listed all weekend. I'm just kind of like waiting for this thing out till I feel better. Did 120 listings Saturday, 167 yesterday. All right, Ferry Building, film. hip orders feel like they take too long. And I know they can print straight from my PayPal. But if I use Pirate Ship, I get money back on the purchase. And it's only a few cents an order, but it's something. I don't know why, but my Niagara Falls postcards, like 5-to-1, sell on Hip over eBay. There's the last Hip order. Done. Catch up with chat here. Nice, BB. That is awesome. Did they buy it? Well, obviously, you said they sold it. But I absolutely love it when shit like that happens on eBay. When I've talked many times about the one of the real photos of the courthouses. Somebody who bought one of them, it was his grandfather and his dad and his mom's car in the parking lot. His dad or his grandfather had served for like 40 years as the judge in the courthouse, and then his dad served another 20. Like, I sold like a postcard of just like a random farm in New Hampshire or Vermont, something like that. And the view was from a place on a road. She's like, this is basically like taken, the view is from what it would have looked like from in front of my house. I used to go and play at this farm all the time. Like, I basically grew up on this farm. I love when stories like that. The story used to run with my ex. We had this really cool, like back in the day, they used to, when like businesses would ship things like paperwork or files, paperwork, things like that, in between offices in these like sort of special containers. Sometimes it would be in special boxes. But this was one that was built by the Earl J. Halliburton Company. Yes, that Halliburton Company. The very same Halliburton company we've all come to be quite familiar with the name. The box had been addressed to Earl J. Halliburton Sr. The person who bought it was Earl J. Halliburton III. This thing was probably from the 50s or 60s. Maybe 40s. I don't know. Don't fully quote me on that last name. I think it's pretty close to that. I think it was Earl J. Halliburton. Thing was cool. It was like sheet steel, thin sheet steel. I wonder if it's on Worthpoint. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Can't find it. Thing was cool though. I mean, as cool as like a big metal box could be, like it wasn't a suitcase. It like literally was closed with like with straps. Like those old style ratchety straps that with the teeth. That's the international sign for with the teeth. Yeah, traffic seems slow. Like I'm not able to send out a ton of offers. It was banging this like Saturday, Friday. And then it just sort of fell off a cliff yesterday. Okay, this is. What did I just put on that? Uh-oh. Okay, so we know that's wrong. Aha. Okay. Last one is that. All right. Holy shit. Well, somebody just came in and bought 5 postcards. That's good. We'll see where we're at when we're done with all these. Wow. Is this guy really like 6 blocks from me? Where is this? Oh no, he's way more than 6 blocks away. But he is in Bremerton, which means he'll have his postcard tomorrow. Two more to go. That's a lot of postcards going out. I shipped postcards Saturday too. Oh, and actually, this 5-card order that just came in was somebody who I sent the message to that was, quote, way too long, nobody's going to read. Which is actually already using that canned response resulted in 3 sales. So quite often. Nice. Good job. It's awesome how quick postcards can build your store. I'm kind of in that like growth mode right now. I last night just peaked over 27,000 listings for the first time, which is crazy. I just passed 26. Let's see. On November 9th, my store was 24,000 items. That's when I crossed 24. a month and a week, 5 weeks ago. Bye, Dawn. Yeah, and Mike, once you start getting into the groove of it, your listing will get faster. My biggest recommendation is to do more work before the listing in sorting and organizing, by which I mean organize by state, then organize by era. Then, so if you're doing sell similar off of your previous listing, that you're changing as little in between listings as possible, will speed up your process a lot. I was playing that's what I was playing a little bit of earlier that you heard none of. All right, stuff, stay there. Okie doke. That person never came back and bought his belt buckle, which is fine. Who wants them anyways? All right, sold a shirt. This came from the buyout stock. I am happy to see any of that stuff goes. This is like a Juju something pajama top. Juju gray floral metallic shirt top. $6. Get it out of my stove. Going to be near time to consolidate those bins again. Sold this Wilton match striker. This came from the cast iron sale. Sold for $17.95. Probably going to be more than a pound, I think. Maybe not. 12 ounces. Hey, Polish Pete, been loving your videos there. I like the eBay promoted listings and algorithm conspiracy theories. Been very entertaining. Is actually prime time treasure hunter upstairs shipping college. Let's give credit where credit is due. It's where I learned all of my top secret shipping methods that USPS doesn't want you to know about. All right, sold a couple of records. Come on. The COVID has me cut and crooked. Did you catch all that, Roman? How I make your own record shippers for less expensive than buying them online? U-Haul small boxes. You get 2 per box. The box costs 97 cents where I live. And you end up with these very handy dandy little strips that we'll be using in a minute. They're sturdier than anything that you're going to buy online. By the way, this was Dave Mason record. And actually the same box, the same small box from U-Haul, I can cut to resize for 78s, for 45s. Still a 1 pound ship. Dave Mason, Let It Flow, 805. They, especially if you're doing like laser discs, also laser discs, they really should get better protection than vinyl. They're a lot more brittle. So this is that like legit corrugated cardboard. It's not that cheap crap they make record shippers out of. That paper cardboard. So out of that box, I got one shipper, two shippers, Frank Sinatra. This is Watertown on Reprise Records, sold for $13.45. So the secret is you buy these in a bundle of 25, and it's less than $1 a box. Or sorry, bundle of 50. 50? No, bundle of 25, and it's less than $1 a box. And out of each box, I'll show you what we get. So we get our 2 record shippers. Last piece of tape for this guy. Knew it. So besides that, we get offcuts of this size, which come in extremely handy for shipping DVDs, media, video games. This is You Know My Names, starring Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott. I still have one arm to hold you with. This sold for $14.46. There's our offcut for a little extra protection shipping this here DVD. Oops. Put that right on the wrong box. Other DVD. This is Hamlet, sold for $2. Sold a VHS. Santa Claus the movie, arguably one of the best Christmas movies of all time. I mean, it's got John Lithgow, Dudley Moore, Burgess Meredith. Like, it's a fucking great movie. When I was growing up, I loved this movie. Music by Henry Mancini. I never knew that. That makes sense, though. Ah, the great Mancini. Not big money here. This sold for $3.37. And then sold another DVD, which I actually bought a year ago at the bins. Finally sold for $16. Bionicle Metro Nui. Sealed, sold for $16.16. So with the smaller offcuts from that, we have smaller strips like this that we can use to protect our smaller items like this lot of 10 strike on box wooden matches. Those sold for $7.79, free ship. So for that $1, 2 records, 4 DVDs, matches, and if I had another small thing to ship, it would ship that too. Actually, don't have one, so it's a multitasker box for me. I love those for $1. Ooh, an offer. Be reasonable. Not reasonable. All right, what do we got next? Sold these vintage welding goggles, steampunk welding goggles. I had to clean these up pretty good. They're not perfect, but they sold for $17.95. Fit in there, they're not going to fit in there. Fine. I don't even remember where I got those. I only listed them in September. All right, sold a lot of 3 CDs. They bought The Essential Fred Astaire, Songs from Ragtime the Musical, and Rod Stewart, The Great American Songbook. Clearly, they have taste in music. Not necessarily good taste, just taste. You go in there? Yes, you are. Sold a screwdriver. Stanley 100 plus 8-inch 1278. All right, Roman, you're paying attention. You're going to get another shipping hack here in a sec. Because I know you also sell records. So because you sell records, that means you also buy records. And every now and then, you might buy a collection of records, and there's a record in there that's either too damaged, too common, or whatever, just not worth listing. What I do with those records is I take out the record, I lot up those records, and I sell them as craft materials on Etsy. And you end up with a lot of sleeves. Such as this. This sleeve. Apple Juice, Tom Scott. Sorry, Apple Juice, Tom Scott. You are not long for this world. I don't believe it is the same Tom Scott as famous science YouTuber Tom Scott. Although that would be funny. Let's get this bagged and boarded. Other way around. Stickers. I'm out of stickers. Give me a sec here. Come on. Put your logo on a 4x6 thing, print it on the labels, and you have easy, cheap, free stickers for things like closing up bags and boards. Remember Mr. Record Cover? Now we've got a cardboard mailer. That's a little more interesting than your typical cardboard mailer. If you really want to get crazy with the Cheese Whiz, need a bigger piece than that. We can get ourselves an extra stiffening board. Just to make sure the postal carrier doesn't get any crazy ideas with trying to bend this shit. Done. Also expensive, cardboard shipping envelopes. That was a issue of Old Time Trucks magazine, sold for $7 and change. I also will use record covers. I cut them up and use them as dividers for my postcards. They are a multi-use, reusable resource. And renewable. I end up with more record covers than I know what to do with. All right. Next up, sold this Santa Claus nightlight. This thing's been in the store forever. So glad it's out. I think this came from my Amazon buyout. Possibly sold. Somebody sent an offer for $7. I couldn't take it fast enough. Let go in there. No. Thing. You will get in there. Done. Okay. Next, sold a vintage Tupperware. This is the bread keeper for anyone playing along at home. Speaking of playing along at home, is anybody's newly out of the Little Drummer Boy game? Do we still have everybody surviving? So far, it's only Fartsack Jack who's lost. I'm going to be impressed. Y'all might make it. That thing sold for $8.06, but I'm going to make some money on the shipping. Nice. I mean, that would be unnecessary. There's no suicides or takedowns anyways. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like you become a lot more aware of Christmas music when you walk into a place. You're like, oh shit, here we go. This is it. Oh. Not Korean, but made me think of pho. Pho would be fantastic today. I wonder if I could just mask up and go pick it up somewhere. They're not going to give me enough sriracha, though. That's the problem. All right. Last item out of this store before overtime is this here snow globe. Wizard of Oz musical snow globe. Plays We're Off to See the Wizard. I think I got this from Amy. $55. We're going to make sure this is real well protected. It's going to be 4 pounds. I paid $19. I'm tempted to just do medium flat rate. If it fits in that, I think it should. Oh. Yeah, we're going to do this. Go get it before Christmas. It's only $1 price difference. And this will really allow me to protect this as well as it needs to be. Oh, hey, remember that other offcut? Perfect. I'd say that's looking pretty good. All right. Pop into the other store. What time we got? 9:43. We're doing pretty good. So this next item, I am dumbfounded that it sold for as much as it did. I listed this thing probably in 2018, maybe early 2019, somewhere thereabouts. Nope, this would have been 2018. I can't imagine I would price it this high now. Regardless, I did. It's this 101 Dalmatians picture puzzle. Like, not even in the greatest condition. Box is jacked up. Right? Jmar. I got this at estate auction in a lot. Sold for $70. Took an offer for $70. I saw that come through and I'm like, I can't freaking believe it. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Nice. I'm just going through the international shipping program, which means it's done. Let's see. Do I got an easy box for that? It's going to be under £1. For sure. For sure. Might as well just... Ooh, great opportunity to use an old regional A. So, not gonna lie, I remember it very well, and it's a little embarrassing. It took me like 2 hours to finish this stupid little puzzle. I think I was stoned, maybe. But it also very well just could have been 2 hours to finish this puzzle. I wonder if that would fit in a padded flat rate. obligatory. It is what it is. Oh, I also have it in my store for sale. All right. All right, this should be pretty easy. I'll be right back. All righty. We got for late arrivals. Okay, that's 21. Thomas House Street View, 375, Savannah, Georgia. U20. Charleston, South Carolina. Huddy House, 295. Oh, also same divider. I like that. It's Maybank House, Meeting Street, Charleston, South Carolina, Albert type, $5.95. All right, we got these two. Probably going to be up here. Going to be under art. Trash basket. We'll check here first. Sort of Gibson girly. Listed so long, I probably didn't know Gibson girl at that point. Yeah, first instinct was not correct. There's one of them. Totally Gibson girl. Uh-oh. Roman, this is the very professional part of the show, which is me searching the inventory for a postcard that I'm not finding. European flowers? It's kind of a flower themed thing. Negatory. There's another good example of Gibson girl for those who are learning at home. There it is. Ta-doo! All right, I got. All right. See me upstairs. God, it's crazy. I sat on these Oscar Mayer weenie whistles for like 6 months and none of them sold. And now somebody just bought 2 more. I only have 2 left. Just like that. I think I've made almost $100 in weenie whistles this month. There we go. There's our other offcut. Perfect. We'll actually just we'll give him 2. Just because it's old plastic. And finally, postcard order here. The other nice thing the offcuts are good for is they're pretty much perfect size for postcard envelopes that I need to ship. Ground Advantage. It's like French cooking. You try to use every piece of the animal, and everybody wins. Customer gets items that are better protected. I save money. And guess what, folks? Just like that, we be done. We ship the things we ship. We ship the things I shipped, and all the shipping things I shipped. Ooh. We'll blame it on the Rona. That's it for me today, everybody. Hope you all have a fantastic day. We'll be back again tomorrow with another shipping adventure. We'll catch each and every one of you on the Flippy Flop. One more thing to say. Peace out. Bye-bye.